So mate, in Albert Park we've got a couple of teams running some Japanese livery, and we want to say a little, say something about the fact that all the terrible news that's been coming out of Japan recently, and it's just shocking, mate. It's awful.
It was absolutely heartbreaking, mate. I was moved to tears the other night watching the sheer and utter devastation in Japan, and Formula One is serviced very well by the Japanese. They love their motorsport. And
absolutely, they're fanatical for it. They love
Formula One, and our heart goes out to all of our friends in Japan, as I'm sure yours does as well.
Yeah.
Shocking scenes, shocking pictures, and I thought it was lovely that HRT are running Japanese flags.
Yeah, Kobayashi will as well.
Yeah,
Sauber, and
which is lovely. Mark Webber's doing something as well. I'm not quite sure, but he's going to one of the Japanese as well. They're our great friends, and it's very difficult living in this part of the world where we've just seen our mates in Christchurch in New Zealand suffer through their earthquake.
And in Queensland and Australia as well.
Queensland,
it's all happening.
Yeah, in Australia and our mates in Japan. So we wish you all the very best for a speedy recovery.
Yeah, mate, they're absolutely fanatical. I remember reading lots of stories about the Japanese staying for hours and hours and hours after the Grand Prix is over, or after practice and qualifying is over, just watching, sitting there in the stands and watching for any glimpse of action, any glimpse of lapping up the Formula One, as I would do. I'd sit there with my VB and I'd just try and get anything. So I really wish them all the best, mate. All right, we've got Vettel extending his contract with Red Bull. He'll be racing with Red Bull for another 3 seasons until 2014.
No surprise there.
Juicy pay rise as well, mate.
As he deserved.
Yeah, absolutely. And actually, I had a couple of conversations with some F1 noobs. Because it came on the television about the disparity between Mark Webber and Sebastian Vettel, and for those who are new to Formula One, and a lot of Australians who can be a little bit parochial will say, oh, that's not fair and all that sort of thing, and I just looked at them and said, this is Formula One. The guy's a world champion now. Red Bull want to lock him in, and they don't want him to go to Ferrari or anyone else, and they've got a race winning package, a world championship winning package. Why would you go anywhere else?
Correct.
And the fact that you are a world champion means that you get paid more. It doesn't matter who came second, third, fourth, whatever.
No one remembers who came second, third or fourth, mate. At the end of the day, you're 100% right. Sebastian Vettel has a premium attached to him now because he's the youngest Formula One world champion that we've ever experienced. And should he be paid more than Mark Webber? Yes.
Yes.
Is it deserved? Yes.
Yes. Should he be paid a lot more than Mark Webber? Yes. He should be.
Sebastian Vettel is the future of Formula One as far as Red Bull are concerned, and as far as a lot of the other teams are concerned. It stands to reason that he of course gets a premium, and I'm more than happy to say that. He's a wonderful driver. Okay, he was a little bit sort of over the shop last year, but still managed to come back and storm home and win the season. And he's getting more and more experience, and he's a wonderful driver. I've got to give credit where credit's due.
Absolutely.
Was I gutted when Webber lost out last year? Yes. But I'm not that parochial that I can't acknowledge talent, and Sebastian Vettel is a wonderful talent.
Yeah.
And of course he deserves to be paid twice as much as Mark Webber.
Absolutely, he's a young driver, he's a quick driver. Red Bull want to keep him. He's the future for their team. Mark Webber, quite sensibly now, let's face it, is in the twilight in the last few years.
He's 34, Seb's 23.
And and Mark Webber's doing season by season. He's not going to sign a 3-year contract, and I don't think Mark wants that himself.
He doesn't.
So it makes a lot of sense, and I've got absolutely no problems with that at all, mate.
No, likewise. And good luck to Seb in 2011.
Alright guys, well that's all we've got on our list. There's other things going on in Formula One. Pirelli just put out their new tyre wall
good
colours.
luck with that. We're all going to get little coloured tyres. That's going to be fun. It'll be fun to watch the difference between the silver tyre and the white tyre.
Yeah.
Good luck trying to figure that out.
300 k's an hour. Yeah.
Good luck.
Exactly.
But just on that note as well with Pirelli, very interesting to say that a lot of drivers have ostensibly shit-canned the Pirelli tyres. However, Pirelli were given a mandate. Pirelli were given the mandate to do exactly that.
To do that, yeah.
To have high tyre degradation, and all of a sudden Pirelli are being attacked now because they did what was asked of them. For us as Formula One fans, I think it'll make it very exciting in the sense that we're going to have a lot more pit stops for each race this year. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah.
And the driver or drivers who are soft on their tyres surely will get an advantage.
And as usual, the rules are the same for everybody. So if a driver complains about it, well, you didn't manage your tyres or your strategy properly.
Suck it up, princess.
Exactly.
Bad luck.
If you're losing 5/10 a second, 2 seconds a lap, well, you should have gone in the pits a couple of laps earlier. It's the same for everyone.
That's right. And we've got, we've got Kerrs this year. We've got the movable rear wings as well, which are going to add another dynamic on top of the tyres as well. Irrespective of what we all think of these innovations, it makes for very exciting racing this year, mate.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's going to be great, and the decision makers on the wall are in for a pretty torrid time, I think. Strategy is going to play a major part this year, more so than what it has in the past, I think.
Yeah, they've been talking about, just on that push to pass, they've been talking about overtaking zones like the long straight at Shanghai, and I think Vettel was talking about where the overtaking zone is going to be in Albert Park. And
he's pissed off about it.
Yeah, because where the sensor is and where you obviously have to be within the 1 second. And, I think that this is going to take a few races to, none of us know how this is going to pan out.
Yeah.
None of us know yet, and I can't remember who it was. It wasn't a driver, it was one of the technical people just saying, let's give it a go. We're committed to this now. Yeah. It's part of the rules. Yeah. Max and I don't like it. A lot of you guys don't like it, but let's just see what it delivers. And as usual in Formula One, they'll change their mind and they'll alter the rules if they need to, either mid-season or at the end of the season. They sometimes do it mid-season. So we'll just see what happens. I just hope, as I've said in previous podcasts, that we have genuine overtaking. I want it to be called overtaking.
That's what we all want, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's what we all want.
Yeah, and you want to get some respect for your overtaking manoeuvre. I think it's like getting a goal in the Premier League. You earn it, and it takes some time to build up and get that overtaking manoeuvre. If it's just pass, then we're all just going to not really respect that passing move and say, well, the guy pushed the button. So let's just see. We've been critical of it, and a lot of you guys and a lot of people in the out in the F1 world have been as well. But my mind's open, mate. I guess I just want to see how it pans out next weekend when I'm sitting in front of the TV with my beer, watching the Grand Prix, and just see how the racing goes.
Mate, I was pissed off when we went from V10s down to V8s. And I thought, well, this is stupid, and so on and so on and so on. And, they clawed back the speed very, very quickly. They're very clever, they're F1 engineers. I'm viewing the same thing in this instance as well. Do I like the movable rear wing? No. Do I like Kerrs? No. But I'm willing to give it a shot, because that's what we've got for this season. Am I happy going to 1.4 litre turbocharged engine in the future? 2030? No. This is motorsport, but I'll give it a go, like everyone else, what every true fan of our sport is. And we'll just cop that on the chin, I guess, because we don't really have much of a choice. But yeah, let's just concentrate on the start of this season. We've got Formula One starting at Albert Park next week, which is absolutely exciting.
Oh, yeah.
Been a hell of a long off-season, mate, hasn't it?
It has been, yeah.
No doubt about that.
Extended a little bit. We should have had Bahrain a week ago, and we didn't have that, so we've got 1 week to go, and we're going to be doing lots of filming next weekend. I've blocked out my whole weekend. Yep. So Saturday and Sunday I'm going to be glued to the TV. We're going to do heaps of filming.
I've told my girlfriend, do not expect to see me next weekend, sweetheart. I'll give her a kiss goodbye on Friday, and that'll be about it.
Yeah, exactly. I'm pretty much the same, mate.
Alright guys, well we hope you enjoyed our podcast today, and we hope you have a great week, and looking forward to next Saturday, Friday, Saturday and Sunday. Hope you have a wonderful Grand Prix, and we'll chat to you then.
See you guys.
Bye.
Okay, bye.